For the first time in the history, Yakoto Aba, Kremoni presidential candidate. Yakwa will lose all the Zongo communities. And I'm daring anybody. Now no na Bryan Acheampong kawankani ye. All the Zongo communities are Ghana in our Lusu apart from Winneba Zongo. Oh, he lost everywhere. Every Zongo community in Ghana. For the first time, Ayato Aba, president created Zongo ministry and Zongo community for the first time. For the first time, I had a Muslim vice president. Honestly, say he was given the opportunity to do everything. For the first time, you lose all the Zongo communities in Ghana.
The campaign is getting very feisty, isn't it? And 2 days ago or so, Adwoa Safo had the occasion to speak, and it was a big blow, a big blast. Atachian had also had the occasion to speak, big blow, big blast. Adwoa Safo said that in spite of her relationship with Kennedy in terms of domestic relationship, having 2 children with him, she feels that her political career will be better protected under Dr. Bawumia. And some people have supported her for speaking the truth and being frank about the truth. Others have said that she didn't speak well. You have been on the campaign trail. I'm sure you review these things. But what did you make of her? You know her as a colleague, member of parliament. So what did you make of her?
I think I would have wished that she had not made those comments. It's a family matter. There are kids involved. It was in bad taste. You know, notwithstanding the challenges that you have with your ex or the children of your father, these comments are not appropriate. Because if you keep quiet, you lose nothing.
Keep quiet over what? He supports Bawumia.
No, but I'm saying that you can support Bawumia all you want, and you can campaign for Bawumia all you want. But you don't have to make those statements against your ex-husband. I think that the line was crossed, and in the way that those statements were made. I mean, look, you can support Bawumia. It was me. I'll support him, but I will not go out campaigning because I have a home with kids to deal with, to manage, to answer.
But they don't live together.
No, but it doesn't matter. These are the children between the two of you. Mm-hmm. The children between the two. And Ken has not done anything to her publicly to get this reaction from her. In our cultural settings, I think it was a bit much. You know, that's how I personally, when I listened to it, I said,
So if you were Dr. Bawumia, would you say something to Adwoa Safo?
No, I mean, behind the scenes, I will call, because she was campaigning for him. So I'll call her and say, look, I'm happy that you are campaigning for me, but you also have to realize that you have a home, you have children that you have to manage, to answer to in the future, if not now. And so you may want to look at your campaign.
I mean, you about Adwoa Safo there. You have to change because me person me can once. Only why? Because you or vindicating Kennedy Japan some make can why? But vindicating no. Say or no Adwoa Safo no. What you say? Or fighting for no one personal future, which is so Kennedy be president. Kennedy on twin mount. Mount Contra America. Hold a whole political party at ransom. Now Nkase yenyi obi edi ansa no aba. Kennedy will fire you there before you get to Ghana. Obe fire o. Na uwe kura na ya hwe nyoma mu na se wo hwe na se ni baby mama no na wa ye nyoma enya. You will go to jail. The law will deal with you. Kennedy will do that. Nti Adwoa Safo suro. Osuro because he knows say Kennedy Japan is a kind of leader. Ono ankasa onim. The Kennedy betumi aye. And now you are attaching a can bad nakoma. Bible every great leader be or temperament. And I only go and check Moses. Moses is Israel for call you drew bribino. O chama diatem. O diatem chase nakoma Moses. Nyanko professor ni pano no mode or the year or mine. Now wakuma che Donald Trump. Adolf Hitler. You are attaching. Go and read the books of Adolf Hitler. Or Winston Churchill. You should go and read about Winston Churchill. ansa na wabekasa saa kuma no ene ehia
before
ye saa kuma no
Ghana ma to abado so chen mema enti deciders ma Adwoa de ebo asem bi so se Kennedy muma odidi ma
debio
enti abeye enkomo so wa bonten so
na oba papa be na Kennedy edidi na tem okruma oba papa be na Kennedy edidi na tem me so oba munko check me si munko check
mimi nim papa
ye wo ye ma menum afu a ye ni monyamfo ga wati se Kennedy akodi de obi atem wo oba bi huda mo ya dia mo scrutinize no oba papa be na Kennedy edidi na tem okruma
ye ni papa ne bone
oba Kennedy oni asema me kanu tio asema ma wache a ye man de ne a oti ase say be krom and we are too hypocritical we are too quick to judge and try to draw unnecessary conclusions.
Okay.
What you say? He na Kennedy akojina akodi oba bi atemo abra ono no ni pakro no me person me glorify any useless things here, but the point is that it's a fact. So oba papa bi no organ ha Kennedy edidi na tem.
But you know in politics
Kennedy edidi wa tem, every vote count, and the women are the ones doing the campaign for Kennedy Japan because they want jobs for their children. They know he can discipline the ordinary Ghanaian out there. If you do your ban or muhua, ani bebu, me busa question. Until the point is not about, it's about leader or respecting women. Kennedy Japan respecting women than any politician in this country.
Okay.
It's vice versa. No bema utimi ni bottom sika. Etimi to a whole mansion worth about $800,000. The man baby madano or no muma na why ne buma me busa question why ne buma why or no muma why ne buma it is that kind of flimsy amanfo bi yusu de kansam etiano na Kennedy omuma na why ni ade no a man no dey campaign and go to the diaspora, go to other parts of the country and go and check. A man a campaign market in Japan. That analogy is fall flat in the face. It doesn't work.
Your final word to delegates. Yeah, can you now be delegates and omo yes ahene.
But I think damage, you know, omo coach Adwoa Safo ye. Omo coach Adwoa Safo ye. Because Adwoa Safo sem no kan ye no. It is going to the advantage of Kennedy Japan, which I don't think was the intention of Bawumia team. No, so omu coachi Adwoa Safo here and kasa problem no emma because asama Adwoa Safo can say Kennedy Japan the oba o my family and friends. Na mimi say mommy position. And no chance Adwoa Safo you were talking from selfishness, respectfully. As a selfishness inti na delegates no omo to anu so come the omo. And who post our penty a backfire. I think that I just have the intention mom was good, so about fire Kennedy Japan. Baby or kaya or they hate Kennedy Japan say. And to about more bio did mark them and their punchlines might drop. And the Kennedy Japan then to be very difficult for him to come back from that. And nothing our one, in all his issues, so he's not trying to address Southern Adwoa Safo you know. And to nail the coffin, no, and about Bawumia Basako drop it attaching. And to shall no pay attaching, say, baby, was say, baby. The club back nefi Kennedy Japan camp, no, was a year first, a year ago, saying that, oh, attaching, say, asem na, a Kennedy Japan person or can asset. Nana, he was referring to Katie Hammond. I know I think that thing is not going down. And share them talk from it's not working. And the Kennedy Japan team no must do their homework in responding to and seminar attaching time because they're damaging. So or non classmate no. But on to mano because or lacking emotional intelligence or lacking akoma yedinya botre or lacking sense of secrecy and decency. So I say me one my can dare me and can abonti no there attaching punch Kennedy Japan style baby. But I don't have one seminar. I just have some so not to be kind ever Kennedy Japan say and to about more bio did them. That was also a very very punchy. And also the other magic Kennedy Japan. But you see, the strength of Kennedy Japan no, is that I Bawumia team is also doing all these things because Kennedy Japan nipa na atoshi has been doing massive damage against Bawumia team in Ashanti region, Western region, and Greater Accra region. Mamina spending the last 3-4 weeks was say baby ama Bawumia. In any case, now to she a Christo ni panti. Baby ana Christo for ni baby feel comfortable say. Because Canada Japan ni a Christo ni intino. Christians are so foreign penny for them come on pay my present mama no more prefer Canada Japan. Now to she bem na to she asan ko cement o say. Canada Japan camp no. Christopher ni nyina amra ho because ono na to she because I am very solid Christian. In fact, in the past, Mami was sponsor support for Israel because her argument is until say the entire has gone aban. You sponsor Kremofo mo ko hajj every year. But you nye bibia ma Christopher. Enti ono ankasa in their own capacity sponsor asofo wo gada nyina o. Asofo who matter the omu nyina ko Israel. Enti kwa mbi so na asofo ne de ne ka. Kwa mbi so no asofo no so po obi omu more comfortable with. Enti na to she joining our joining Canada Japan camp and she was in Bawumia camp. One of the Christians asofo ni nyina call yo. And I was free on edi omu nyina call Canada Japan. That is a massive bunch line. Enti anunti ena Canada Japan yi Bawumia team na say dia na to she ye. Number 1 watching asofo na call Canada Japan. Number 2 osande na me damage the greater Accra region for na call Canada Japan camp. Wasan ko Ashanti region sa ko same wo honum enya asem ko to na no Ashanti region ko se oni Samira ko crash baby ma Samira pe baby fire simple. Now Toshi has succeeded in shooting Bawumia campaign down in Greater Accra, Ashanti region, and a friend saying Western North. And there was a Bawumia campaign to me, and they say Napo, if Napo still has a following, if Napo still has influence, and of course, Napo ni Ashanti region, they all day. So Accra for Accra so mum pet and Napo Ashanti region, Accra Obuana and Yokumasi. Napo still has huge influence, even in Accra, still Napo fans. You know, there were people who still believe, even between they still believe, say, Napo, he said it in the heat of the campaign. And yes, Anna Napo here. In any case, Napo being with Bawumia, that's also a very good asset because you see, Napo ye can rantian and Maba wa bua one more pound. He go for Napo so on Kasa Yeni. It's true. But Napo big strength, the strength, and they say. MP before by ya see MP before nye omu de didija abroni beye omu de omu maubi any other Napo is not like that. Napo is one of the people who help MPP youth to papa especially in Ashanti region. Ashanti region boys near school wa Accra. Ashanti student union enye legon enye friends saying KNUS inko enye UCC inko enye Valley View inko. Napo has really invested in the youth, our school, especially the youth from Ashanti region. And certain for an apostle they call Bawumia, a very silent because Yaman Napo Bonnie Akatane Papa, we don't see the assets he's also bringing to Bawumia team. No, and that's also a very good one there. What's about Bawumia protected? And then Anamika say, Bawumia Kasane assets now or one. As against Canada, Japan, so the assets are one in strength. Only a few weaknesses. No. Bawumia does not need Abronya to be attacking opponents. Say the Abronya attacking, na Toshi wa attacking, na Toshi kunu wa attacking Canada Japan. But how can you say so? Now we are a mistake because we make be an uncle sending message if ya Canada Japan that is our formula ne buy. Yeah, attacking opponents. And Obi cancer pay na me who they mean because it's true. This politics of say you be a chunk of Canada Japan and the Bible. You see. Canada Japan, and people are manifest you. And you can't come and use this against him because Canada Japan was doing it for MPP. He wasn't doing it internally against MPP, he was doing it for MPP against NDC. The only one at Canada Japan against MPP was a first and Cape, or something with MPP for Kroya. And you can't come back now and use this against Canada Japan. And the agronomy David Ronto program say what so trying this the battle now educhu monam chen Dr. Bryan Acheampong no a young man o bebre wonanim or chance mumienu Bawumia kam ne Canada Japan mu messe apwa no achi oni ti say yeah wa prepare ni hwawie wa marketing ni hwawie no abeshem educhu so onyini bebre sa obechen Bryan Acheampong kakra bi nti ono so ye kan o years kakra e wo nanim and despite EFS and apo ankofo asenidi no anyone who answer the mistake here and there, Nkanapo could have positioned himself very well as the heir apparent in 2032 and 2028. But Napo Niaman Kitibia or no any the uncomfortable branding against himself. He has to do a lot of work to revamp. Naseme PRB about Napoya is very good for him. So Twasu, no, yeah, consistent, no man refi. Some of the things he did that Napo can really come back as MPP presidential candidate. That is Bawumia. Napo can come back. Bawumia 2028. Napo can come back 2032. And the bed thereof. Because I'm saying, Napo brought a lot of young people MPP move. So when he comes back in 2028, it will be time to take a year first saying the rewards of what he had sowed, the seed that was so You see, and yet bias but the truth of the matter is I know. Mrantia where people we Canada Japan no boam rantia for the next person napo or boam rantia MPP mo papa. E can MPP nkwade nkomo munya rantia bia mo ndi omochi. Cause omo the wickedness almost show boys was not check. Enti banapono papa kakra no maye no those ones will come back and reward them. Now the heck I no pay attention call air by YouTube, you know, it will be same stay be attention. The classmate the Canada Japan. Enti or chemo no na to share the oya no eastern region western north Ashanti greater Accra region, you know. Ahwe Bawumia ne ho be kire no e no mo release omo nkofo ni nyina. Enti after Adwoa Safo de ne backfire kituwa bi na Adwoa Safo de baby aye ne me say o ka say Canada Japan didi matter men de obi akai. But baby, okay, say mama to money because Canada Japan by all mommy post and I work Canada Japan because of course Canada Japan by all your family and friends. So that one it was a backfire. Can't you buy me team smart? Omu say no backfire pay no release attach and cause same my what the heck? Attach ba no pay no be same style be. Oba not yes. Canada Japan does not have emotional intelligence to lead Ghana. Simplicity. Oba no punching Canada Japan say any classmate on do nim no. Oba Ghana for na ye de nim Canada Japan wa bonto so do nim no ne national classroom. Ko so mo nyini. Ano pasane na be the same political party Canada Japan lack emotional intelligence. And the same way it's very likely that a lot of people will agree with Atachi and say Canada Japan na ye nim the first time obubom. A lot of people had accused him at the time. So only emotional intelligence. But it is also true that Nelson Canada Japan he's not the same person. He's not the same person. Canada Japan has refused to be pushed. Now saying no, Obia who said first no only emotional intelligence and then he's gained some because we go for pushing but still on Kasai. But you see, I touch here some about UTV and Opo can back on me say Canada Japan also run kuma or practice Canada Japan dia why and saying our shada all purpose ninti now onya pen akoma ne be san ba attach here I saw a soap attach a lay pastor. Also for that book. Also for that book. Just say, what putting here, President Kennedy, Japan say, say, oh, now come on and say, why study no boy? It is only temporary. Or better not Konya Kumana Besamba. One here or to one of my better rolling to a tree, a t-shirt, boy, a cast idea, you know, where one here Kennedy, Japan cabinet me to a minister. Now they are raw for one more pay. Hey, or best Dangbele be obe chow cabinet meeting no. Why are the one na University of Ghana Medical Center from cabinet to University of Ghana Medical Center? We are obe pauti because Canada Japan so so kuta black belt o. Oni mutakoko nti no kan so no sorry a oda oso da ye sika ne ntokwa okuta black belt. Enti asem attach can is giving some kind of enya value so Canada Japan the rough obebo so. But you see, me say all these things that Bawumia company, you know, almost here because Canada, Japan, any not to share say omo campaign in 3 major regions that I'm aware of. In Greater Accra region, in in Ashanti region and Western North. And my year I could see quite about so attaching attack Canada, Japan, you know, boy. Ningina no, as someone Canada, Japan, can I attach now? Find personal. I ain't your say he needs to go out and fire Canada Japan in no and no can no de no nti we a stray bullet here attach here air to money Canada Japan no atwa fanchen we stray bullet and drop you Canada Japan so because I say Canada Japan was not referring to Katie Amon. Okay, this is about Katie Amon. Not attaching when he said he bought 500,000 house and gifted it. Okay, see he wasn't on your massem cry no can on the Inti wa obefa sa asem no ho aba attack Kennedy Japan bia no we no. Why yi? And let me show you what NATO she said. Even baby and NATO she crack cancer a punchline ko me say den yan hold you back tie NATO.
Pa obetimi aboa yen ama ye wini power. Eye Kennedy ohini Japan. People chow esno election 2024 and esno election 2028. Who to me baki obi 24 and so nipa ne ye said ye si wie ye aba wonya ye and nyoma obe ye ebe kire se wo betoa so ana wo ntoa so a me hwe nyoma akoso no a ena me ye madwin se mesisem enye me nko a Dr. Bryan Acheampong Dr. Ditum wonyina na nke nyina ye adwuma ma Dr. Bawumia nso ende wo mo afa forms ena wo mo ankasa ejina ana meboa enti se ba ne se wo nso pese wo sesa wadwene a bibia ni hu enso me de me ye no minim se me yo ba no o se me ye nkrani o chese me ntumi hu ade atem didie nko a muko radio so a bra
Eti na to shi atem o kan say omu didi na tem all because we cross the carpet from Bawumia camp aba Kennedy Japan camp o say obia our rights or sister na there which is true but o say ono de nipa o we need prime minister obetimi win elections ama MPP ni Kennedy Japan nye Bawumia o say nye ono kwa na hu Dr. Duchum Bryan Acheampong mu nyina hu to obia free e first saying omo camp no obia free Bawumia camp. This is what she's saying. So omo nyina hu kani anu that's why they've all left Bawumia's camp to Kennedy Japan's camp. But ono ye no mo didi na. You see, she's giving credence to the fact that say omo free Kennedy Japan camp be attack Bawumia omo wo di entia because Bawumia camp di omo tem. This is what she's saying. O say Bawumia camp omo didi na tem sa. It means say so ochire bi wote say omo to omo camp. Omo ye Bawumia camp na say 1-1 draw. Sa na opese ochire. And this is the damage on na Ashanti region here ade nyina akoye. So let me take you back to Atachia. And Opedi obese mu UTV no.
It is in him like presidential quality.
I don't see presidential quality. I can see him that he can do some businesses. Businesses are over exaggerated.
How?
Because and nobody saying a friend saying factories don't do what now no. Of I was in 19. Away 19 factories away. One and we say when you nyansa foforo a wakofa kube ato wose kube nie na yebetumi anya we afiri kube ada na de da wonye kube etumi eboa nation ada na de da wonye eti ebi kwa de wo campaign ni lo be ka say ene na offer trade minister o new presidential material
What's the trade minister?
Of course so now o products abegu.
Well, I know they attaching can they oya mistake because okay say den tina Kennedy Japan that don you kube no a I'm ready and teaching section on make kube business. Ghana a free country. Kennedy Japan see coastal no na ready and force no so go see coastal. And attaching so ho nko no so betimi asi kube factory ni bia ko betimi aye. E bia ni I'm ready no say by force obi nya factory te ho de I think attaching should just be fair. Say their first no be nisika de enya no one time o. First obi nisika and no be enya sika. First obi ni idea and no be enya idea no so be bibia. I don't think say campaign na Bawumia na ata Kennedy Japan company we should go into this issue. Oh, ada one year. And no there. It's matter because Kennedy Japan case obesi block 37 no. I don't know be America say ada MPP for buy and when see block no. But ebi afein na ne ho aso. Afein na wenya sika. Inti afein no peso inti ano there attach aye soft inti gbojidi for slow down ponyelo attach you for ponyelo for there o you careful ho but you to attach and come on me pe baby o kan emotional intelligence no punching Kennedy Japan no
also ideas and who ideas now you can implement it.
Yes, the ideas now you know how far have you implemented it privately. The track record is there. I feel Miss Lokura say me factories do do because I'm here RS GR rebelled me then about be dimechi. How can a man be afraid to expose his success for scrutiny? How? What contradiction is this? It's a minimum baby who I can be sure the is a papa is he sure he wants to become a president. mama besi be don sabeto bible ni a say me attaching ya me ni fie wo AU village nya me ni pen
na obetim so don sa to bible no so say wo mo a woda
omo ami e fa de be ho no wo de bo ami $50,000 ana na me wura parliament kwa na me need $50,000 why is he lying like that said there now 50,000 me want tell me na me hear them be compare rent advance ana.
Okay, I had a Atachian Kasa. He's right because you see, Atachian before about Parliament, he was one of the most successful lawyers. On any Ghana cases, no you. Odi cases and confirm if you are brochire diaspora, America, UK, any other normal brand in the end there. Atachian $50,000 the yana no dear may defend the Atachian. Always he may say before Oba Parliament, he was one of the most successful lawyers. O sika hu hia ne sa eno de ba so okobo Canada Japan ho bosia de ene ono na sem na wakoje kra se
na me hear 50,000 from ana
o de tie
the pacho met me aka play enkofo bi dididi nsam a me nka ho bi enkofo bi age ni sika me attaching a me nka ho bi me mbrage se me du akira pa me nye la sulela a me ko be deep politics ni ade na enkofo bebre ni me before me baba politics na enya de a me ko ken hine Japan ko sense omo ame na me fe sika nye bibi me see ene say ayi studio ha o reduce studio into a conveyor belt no be kan bia na mama nako mo ma ne title deed no be kirebo eti frɛ no say title deed na watache edi mu AU village no on ma mo copy na mo hwɛ tam otoye ade no say check na o use on show ni bank account say 500,000 no baby a friends a vendor no wa kotu aye me say mama mum putu akompre kutu street proof the baba be the whole pay say papa we o person be kan okore na say wo pay na ana wo tu medika na for say baby e kon moawa you don't need these tactics say tactics we any go say
is it because now no or ne eye Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia kwa kensie o support Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia ntina na mamu hu ne flows na obi beka say time ona na won yes wo pe you know person wo ye flag bearer no or ye president no de na in a way bi o can be na say against NDC in yes na mo you comfortable
no mama obi an ni su ene ne ba na ho so wouldn't tapes what me nwe ho a
tapes
yes historical tapes ene ne ma wakeka what you say it has nothing to do with Bawumia. I don't know. Ni soon ne buy and no capture publicly. As soon as buy ni bi wa on the see. Hey, obi nim sa takra or temperament da. Until maba studio hey, we di we atem, we di ma atem, we di asofo atem. Hi na.
Na unyin ni so say no in a way no. Good say e be hu se ni pass me see ni suni say no te dan say obeye kata sumu mu aso na ave we chobi kon na say sa na wote e bitumi na wo penti na wa bro ho ase ye nukuntu na so nte no sumu so ye bad
we ni we nu hu sin bibia say wani tua say we die eja aso oso won ko Jubilee House how you going to do it who to me control no I'm telling you
yeah sure
nimpa eni me bo am fere se meka onu nim se bi ni no pa eni me bi o aka kire me nka ojomu da because it was not intended for public consumption and komo bi a onu obi di which is not intended for public consumption no be believe so okay obi gina hono akeken sem bi akakakra
no but say we dey work can you say we nimpa waka bi a cho na sa de na ehu na mu odu na won kan so de a se ne na wo boa wo fo aso
there be you can see enye nema nyina na eye intended for public consumption. That's why there's even the oath of secrecy. What is the meaning of that? Enye bi we faga na ho a o ma mpani nka. That's all ka. To you swear an oath of secrecy. They must be him how to keep secret. How can he be president?
Okay, mema wa home so ye kasa si
enti ye rata chance wa ponche Canada Japan so onim secret on to me fa asem sie oya na asem ma oba beka obe fire the cylinder bia bi nti da Bawumia camp from patrol last minute there they are releasing everything because they be bia omo dropping the style bia so we will see how Canada Japan team no so be respond because so far you are kwesi kwati there no oya na gentle I don't know about the other side of Canada Japan call for so what they will do to respond to some interview. What they will do. Until me be reading my test message very soon, but I don't know.
And I must say some mommy akwenya. And mammy soon bro me kwa benya. And Persia assume obi a oha.
If you do
For 12 years. If you do me no, e bi si won Persia should down. Obi a ko fie watwe, fie watwe. Na so mo hye me mo nyam. Emma mo ma me fie fie no emma wadim e wa ha. Enema ba hai. Masem ye tiawa. Emre biedu e wo yamanyoku oyimu. Emre du no e yemra ye hwehwe okendifo. Ah obetu frank anu dia ma yen e ye osuna amanyoku. Na ye dia kosi. Ye ni ye nuanom endifo e dia kosi ani. Na ya pray mapeni akonya samre ni na true ewo ye ya manyoku ni bugudu samre idua penyufo ka bibi se eye fie konya na eto iti obi a ti bi imiti se wasom party no na wa ye adwuma na ususu se wadwuma aso ani a utimi yi uti se o pray awa ko tu franka no e di ama amanyoku bugudu ena me ni mo ka say emrantie bebre yi wonti mema bubudam e wo yamanyoku enu e yi wonti na so ene me fra mo ha me fra mo wo nipa ba ko edin bugudu ena me ti me fra mo me yadai me fra mo nipa ba edin eye Dr. Alhaji Mahmood.
Okay, any video nini because I was looking for video no baby ana Adwoa Safo ponche Adwoa Safo ka say mom nto ma obi odidi ma atem. Eti ena me kana send dey obi atoto mane ne nkrofo everybody's punching from all cylinders. And Canada Japan team members and baby joining you of a Jerry joining on one communication the diaspora or be joining NDC for be joining because there's this Bawumia team no claim say I didn't NDC for no as omo pay a friend saying Canada Japan. Now it shows NDC for him so bet me BT Canada Japan tino. I don't see how that argument no works, but and MPP for Bawumia camp na sem say the fact say NDC for the baby require comfortable with Canada Japan say onye good. And uncle for baby so say Bawumia okra wa ton ho dada but ade na aduma na de ma wo no boss na na do mo atumi anye. Ejidi empe bio na Bawumia ni team omo pe enti asela ta che ne nkofo push say yemfa ono enko no. Na a year way Francis was saying I'll say all the aspirants of the MPP no are not fit for the country in the world. In fact, an NDC comes in penifone ba ko beba elike mote or say Canada Japan Bawumia on be beatino. Na me can see the same way to say NDC for no so abuka say na me catch president mama say this third term agenda you on person mo already share president mama kono he should reject it. Na me who say e nkophobia o mo ben president mama o jubilee na on person by force o push president mama say Uncle 10. Sad and my boys don't read the comment to be catching some food do at them and I'm the only matter and come code and come straight. But I'm saying that you're Rafifi Kwete on a general secretary for NDC. I must NDC for Namudi attempt money. Shame on you. You people are all low IQ people officially. Because Fifi Kwete no own him dear. Or no our school or no our ben or say. President Mama interested in any third term. And the more I cap President Mama 10 and I'm with them no shame on if I fire burn you people. Wait just a more low IQ. Yeah, can you? Yeah, and we know the person of President Mama. Yeah, then I Juma or Parliament. We know that this is somebody praying who so or pet them. One touch or you're not the giant legacy uncle and it's in from Metwaso. He's not interested in a third term. And so you can't more nimuntino. In fact, I didn't low IQ. See, that's all that you people do. And then go back to the messages. Joe, see if you're show all the way in Germany. Good job, Anna Oyen. Or 242, or see on the number one. and I ono ni vote no kwama number 1 any favorite number 1 any favorite JCB message say but Ghanaians do not need Atachia to tell us that their Canada Japan aye ni omunim their Canada Japan aye dada and they don't need Atachia to come and tell them the omunye what Francis say Canada Japan ya ono na no de bia onim de okeka nsem gu nkofo so on there omunim so ye feta elder general say Compreko has already won and I'm found the Atachia beba UTV abeka omumfa ne ho Zita say good evening sister, I hope you're doing well. Pato Zita Nyankopo show I'm doing okay. Why? Hey, Eric say, but who told you people that this criminal party MPP for being Papato, which is a food soldier, again or from political party, the entire rolling there called multi-party Democrats in say Obia joining politics. In fact, party we say focus on Asema Yekano. Otu for my kind of messages. This is another one that you have brought. Also, if you are grassroots, they are for Ken, so they are connected. They are connected. Richardson say Ghana youth do almost Ken na echo. Almost found the attach ya Ken na echo. Educhum say Paul Boache say Educhum is the underdog. What's our if ya? Why slow but sure, but Educhum is working pa. Richard Adwoa Safo say delegates no vote Canada Japan that almost say number 1 and echo number 1 no also no moto amano. Francis Osaya or say Canadian's character is not. Only do hema Educhum is the best among candidates nyina. Robertson Galaxy say Ghana youth no mu here jobs. Na jobs they are na fully connected. Ehwa e no mu ejina. Zita makan message Edmond Danso say if you attachia e lack wisdom. Asema obekan nyina wanche da anya bibia nse Canada Japan interest bia to no mum e na wa ha ne ho. Richard Macan messages. Francis or say Macan work is message. My main call Augustine saying we saw doctor's performance in government and the presidential election. We cannot rely on Bawumia again. He cannot do anything for us. Ebra so mu change no mu ko baby a ebetumi aboa wo mo no so na sema or the aba eno. My main call Hans say if ya whatever he said there was sad. Kennedy Japan has proven say he's already good and ready for the industrialization of Ghana. And you know attach asem oti ati ha. Boss say attach asem wa waji afa ne hu we can no kaka etia modasem attach anya wa. And so afa the World Cup abetina afa ya no we ka sen. George Neo kan tete if you are the 37 project no. Itikano Cry has been doubled to $12 million. He has currently bought machines worth $3 million for the project. It can there. Oni koyi kobia o race esi edu dan so say we don't need weak candidate o we need Ken ono no betime wu no omo ma candidate as a weak omo ne nam ho ye kope ma de ane em ba join na nye ayi ne ye kope ayi Hans Boache say o say ya me kan che say because who are set standard for this country na wona ba kire say Canada Japan e be wi ni na o sit na chen kra na dwene ho ya o wusu say if you are why are you not talking about Bawumia's achievement? I think Maka Bawumia's achievement. I mean Bawumia's achievement everybody knows. I mean, say no be any achievement. And I'll better say repeat him. Otu say whatever he did for MPP no benefited MPP, which you and your MPP development party benefited. Okay, minimum pakra responded to them. Or say what can Bawumia do? Ya no so questions about Bawumia. Na Bawumia they didn't pan obey me ya magana nti what say dey Bawumia echo. Edmond down so still on the Kenan on any beko Babs Ghana or see don't play with that. Okay, mpacho mo amudi attempt there mobile I'll skip. I say tomorrow Steka will respond to Atachia on YouTube. Stay tuned. What can they want to know? So I said that yes, Atachia people say when you platform on your not Steka. And also the fire on YouTube and Porsche open home. I think this is how it's going to go. Clap back, then clap forward to elections. We cherish that. Since we don't need angels on earth to solve our problems, no. Here the oba obetimi solve Ghana problems. Stephen Tufo now say I'm still standing by the only Canada Japan. So no, and obetimi ababe ye first eduma ediama Ghana for still JCB say man can one thing about me and JCB wa unim. And I was okay. Blessing say if you are who started this nonsense, did he not start with Malafaka comments as a mature gentleman? Patron why am now okay? Or see leave him alone if you are before patron why am now okay? I know why. Every case yes, if you do you think Ken insulted Atachia? And I say why then? Patron don't ask me any question. One katafa opinion bra. opinion is the most important. Don't ask me as if I'm going to answer. You see, sister, those days, Benny issues 2014. Okay, many Canada Japan. In fact, who him? Now your program be a many kwabna kwachi e fe no near me and son ever done Benny issues. Ya ni Canada Japan to me see appear. NDC can MP for Senate and started. That was in 2003. Acho. The mobile na mo nya mo za mo de mo nim Canada Japan che obi ahwe. Ye nim no from 2002. And sana Benny issues kwa Benny issues. Ti enko na yan hwe say na candidate nte NDC NDC before to you omo candidate na omo beba na omo aba be face NDC and NDC so dey da. But NDC so starting it yo. NDC called that in terms of governance. But in terms of why the baby Muhammad no blows to be a better to NDC mono. Because say have to force in a beba. Say Julius Zebra be him say Julius Zebra prepare no that. And I say a bear Professor J na no pokwajima and a beba. We don't know. Now she be do NDC no. Volta caucus cry who Voltarians the NDC candidate from Volta region who will come and lead NDC. And the one who be do NDC no better say the president Kufuor kan no. Ebe milk and honey. Enti assembly there and some kese wo honom. Okofo beka ho asem. Gabriel say on there Bryan Acheampong in the candidate. Onim obia just say Bryan Acheampong to no. E ho no ruti. Koku de banka over Jeremy Ba o sisi oni Elikem. Also Koku de banka say we are connected. Atachia ni credibility bia o to be second campaign net on to be say ne China Gabriel Makan messages fire or see if ya NDC should elect a Sedun Ketia. Okay, and also a bad idea because the Sedun Ketia has been preparing boots on the ground to put Juma Sedun Ketia, you know. Wow, because all my Sedun Ketia and Conania one here, a bell be boo no. Wow, better Brown, Befi Kofsin say, I'm watching from Germany. MPP should be very careful with their comments. The NDC are going to capitalize on the OC, they are going to. Omo capitalize that. Eli kem no me ade omo was squad omo to on omo chro mo allegations amu making no omo ye ni nyina ho book na mo anwini a na mbohu omo be fa Canada Japan afa Bawumia nyina mo better power ha Majid say good job efia na Samuel Boatin to say if ya I'm very very connected until forget NDT for no the omo kan Erika mama good evening ni akwaba eba jasu medie so
chala video so na minti ye twere buta we
great ye da nyankopon ate now so as an outsider who went people for last minute boot for boot in a club back here what do you think
if you na mincha ye tie for na mincha Jerry so I saw a dear see when people you can tell say it's self-imposed pain, self-imposed distraction. Baby, I think I even wrote on your page one day they say they press their own self-distraction button. Nobody is doing anything to them. If you are the moment the national executives decided that when the AGNC and my uncle special delegate in them and change the rules and the constitution so that we do election early. Do you know what they are saying? We can't lead the party anymore. We need a new leader. Let us elect somebody quickly so that we step away. Because you just came from elections. You could have taken your time and continued the process that you were ongoing and try to rebuild, reorganize. Even NDC, who is in power, we are still doing registration right now. Registration starting in January 2026. All the way to March, we are doing registration. Again, new members.
Registration of what? New members.
New members who want to join the party. That's like you are aware, in America, the same thing. Every election, people go door to door to register people in the election. It's normal. That is what we do. But the national executives are saying that, look, yeah, we can't. If you remember, unfortunately, I understand it is health, but the chairman said, look, I'm stepping aside. And the rest of the people say, hey, maybe I say, do it there. Yeah, they're to me. And to my MP, the constitution of MPP was clear. When we are in opposition 2 years before the elections, we elect a flag bearer. And when they are in power, 1 year before elections, we elect a flag bearer. But when they themselves said that, yeah, to me, DM. Let us hand this over to Bawumia or to Kennedy Acheampong so that we can step aside and whatever they do, they do. So
and don't forget the moment yes and I just a momo luzu dada.
Absolutely. If you think about it, this is our national executives. They are trying to give up responsibility. So they organize a conference or a congress very quickly to change the rules and regulations. Who does that in a normal sense of things? Imagine, say, you want Chelsea, even if they didn't win a league, or Arsenal and Manchester, you don't rush and say, let us, you don't take unnecessarily quick decisions. You finish with Michael Quay report. Take your time, communicate it. Have they communicated the report well to us as Ghanaians yet? They have not.
They
don't even know yet, and even some of their own members. Up to today, Abronya is talking. Bempa. Also Bempa is still talking. People, look, and again, this because people's blood are still hot. Take your time and bring all of these people together. Is it impossible to bring these people back to the table and have a beautiful conversation? It's not impossible. Bawumia started the thank you talk. And a knife. As I would my election, you don't do that. You don't do that. Come back home and re-strategize. For this is not in Tokwa. Hey, if you can't, Kennedy Japan, go to the north, go and do thank you to. Bawumia, go to central region, go and do thank you to. This person, you could have re-strategized. But because there is small fight, you want to hand over quickly so that you go. When was the last time an MPP did not elect constituency and executive, did not elect regional executives, did not elect national executives, and then they are electing flag bearer? When was the last time we do that?
Yeah, it has never happened like that.
It has never happened like that. Normally, because you see, remember that if after they finish electing the flag bearer in January, then they will now go back to elect new leaders who have to work with the flag bearer. Normally, you elect the leaders who elect the flag bearer that they want to work with.
And they can work with.
Perfect. But now you are giving the mandate to people who may not even run in the national elections next year. You're giving the mandate to the people who may not even run in the regional executive elections next year. You're giving the mandate to people who will not run in the constituency election next year. To elect leaders for people who are yet to come and go like, why? And remember, Ghana politics, you are aware, say, when him say, by the time the constituency executive come next year, because Cocoa season, any
I get you. And because when you Cocoa season,
if you are brofuna Mikayo, minimum so betiasi. Cocoa season, no. Now you've taken the cocoa from them already. Hey, I've heard this idea. And if you are not careful, you, the constituency executive, who will be elected next year, if you're not careful, the next constituency executive will be elected before national executive. And you didn't even get cocoa season back. So it doesn't make sense. You elect all of these people, and then the Bawumia or Kennedy Japan will now go and meet the new executives, empower them, talk to them to now go through. The people who led you to opposition, you are asking them to elect another flag bearer.
Yeah, the same executive lines now. What form no?
The same people
who did not campaign. Ground. Elected flag bearer.
That is what you are doing. You are using the same people, the same machinery that you took to election, and they made a bad decision. Whatever it is, the people of Ghana rejected it. So whatever, I'm not saying Bawumia is a bad candidate. We want Bawumia. We want Bawumia. And you know, look, the people who elected Bawumia, whether good or bad decision, you are asking them to go and make another decision again, instead of electing new constituency executives, new regional executives, new national executives. To now, who knows, the next national executive, do you know that maybe they would have come up with some new ideas of electing a flag bearer that would have helped the party? But these myopic and corrupt current leaders are the same people you are asking to elect for the future? Really? It makes no sense.
Okay. Prof, also, as Professor Awochra there, If you see the Ofajari the no person Ofajari so kasa from the camp because on the Kennedy Japan camp. But as someone Elike Mote raising it very important to say the moment a national executive need decided say yeah change the constitution for elections. And when I check some do 2028, they lost the structure, they lost the plus, they lost the they didn't understand the assignment. No. Only they are and I would disagree.
Okay, a chair for Mechiamunina. I will be a queen or Hano. Say, yeah, enough for more, one fine chairman. When someone I was so. But near Tierney, sir, yes, will be a wood near Fanny dear, in Tiana Journey, in Fanny Journey. Because, and some more Canada, and a crisis say MPP, a good, a more titty. Omo huni omo jina kra. But the American Beyonce said, MPP a party, it can quickly re-strategize. And that is what is about to happen. So say near Canada, Japan, Bryan Acheampong, and Bawumia, Omo Yeno. Very soon they are coming together. Now one advantage here, the early adjustment of the party constitution, within a few months, all the problems will be ironed out. And then people will come together to elect a flag bearer. Now, to the report, Michael Coy, I agree with you. It was hastily put together. I haven't seen the contest, but even he should not have even led the whole thing. See what happened because of him in parliament. Oh, in politics, there, oh yeah, for Obia, among for Unity. Aha, Johnny Cochrane was saying, if you don't trust the messenger, don't trust his message. Our MPs didn't trust Michael Quaid. And do you think they will trust the report he will present? Oh, we have to, MPP4, they have to pick up, learn how to make amends. Some person, ya mo pen no na mo be jina so a, and ya mo mo chi jina for no, o mo sesi form. Say so kan or see this for more register new members. Meaning some people before the same
from January.
Meaning says one more the same thing there. Now more money about Queen, one acquire registration. Oh, enti assembly there party no ukomo or minor and also say dear woyano if ever or munya wonko. Politics here, yes, a pesca go about 2 million, some in a term. Say mumian share near oba obetumi edi o mananim. A man for Canada Japan, why say oba obey a bit of see Bawumia, na Roma and digitization, but be our Ghana open news here and yadding, with the scare qua and yadding. So no division here so high, say Shanian Fana ma Yakofo Biba, Assembaba, and a brand so bet me a BTOBia. Well, and yes, our policies, yes, met me, ya my chance on your now. And this is for Aiba Kwaya on Behunu, ya one person mujitum. Say President Mahama free wa and ye behunu ye baba. Bawumia ba, he has what miles ahead over any candidate presented by NDC. Antibody amomian share, Senabaya, Media Maka, say MPP.
But only Elikaminya didn't say. Decision executives need take it, say instead say the usual thing that what MPP means more elected polling station executives, constituency, raging, and some of my flag bearer no mu change formula and say yen kosro and sana yaba form no MPP for now sell I press self destruct button and you be an home but the omo ye best because Elikam argument will make ni say obi an say delegate say do about to say ho no mo so munya kakra didi but my delegate to fufra ko didi e ko elected now we are new executives no mo beba by next year June no omo no mbeka ko grassroots adwuma na so omo ko this is the argument the person who addresses that issue no a very important point because whoever say can know say about me the bigger problem that can identify no
well and there somehow no yeah but there's no need say about change executives for because it takes years to build the experience to lead a party or even to become popular within your constituency. So if you are elected as a delegate, you have to enjoy the support of the grassroots. And this will take time. Oh, they say grassroots mistake on we are one more who be brave. A bit of a call run, a palm for child. Some fair dear, woman, who shall say, one increasing number no delegation. No, teachers, I want to make a bravo woman. Enti Kingsley, why dear Sene, but some people for also so. I was so who said they are serving the nation. Into be beyond your uncle Yeno, woman, you know, no more year, so that they can offer a safe opposition to NDC. Nagana at Owe, Usha, Sabi, Obisi, and my papa be Abano, MPP for a diaba. And to one year more man and calling him.
Okay.
If you're my main boy, Prof. Kakra, Prof, as I make my main boy, as I make can say, you because if you're Prof, Wakasano, you just said, say, the Michael Quay report was harshly put together.
Yes.
And the fact that you said it was harshly put together, I am also saying to you, say, one, I agree with you to some extent that maybe Michael Quay was not even the right person. So they could have taken their time. One, get the right person to lead the committee,
or maybe even right people, not just one.
Right people, right? To let the decision or the findings of the report, let it simmer down all the way to the very bottom. But the decision have not even come down. They've not communicated anything well. They started a thank you tour. Wukaya. Then there was a knife that appeared somewhere that took somebody because Kennedy Japan gave some 10,000 Ghana cedis out. And immediately the executive said, look, even though usually in Ghana elections, Biano, we elect ward executives, the branch executives, the constituency executives, then we elect the regional executives, then the national executives, before we elect the ultimate
flag bearer, exactly.
Flag bearer. But because the current national executives of the MPP have realized they have lost control of the party, so they are in a hurry to go and elect a flag bearer quickly in January before they come and elect constituency executives. Prof, this is not politics.
No.
Technically, even this confusion between Bawumia and camp, no, executives now cause this heated.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. My memory. Just say, almost started your moya and say, almost person flag bearer and tem. Send your buyer want to be a bedroom 2020 no more resolve.
The facts of so ye flag bearer and internet say. National executives for failure. No person would push his flag bearer. No. This is where
yes, there's already the last year. Last minute, Canada Japan, the buffalo full year. Ama Alan, so you know. The party had very little time to make the necessary adjustment. In the Sabrin, almost flag bearer in term. If anything like that happens now, they will get sufficient time to put things together. And to
Prof, this is not. Take your time.
They also want a very strong opposition party.
Prof, take your time and stop pushing this thing about NDC, NDP. Prof, take your time. Listen, under President Kufuor, 1 year to elections, NPP had 17 flag bearers. 17 flag bearers.
Yes.
1 year to national elections, the party survived.
Yeah.
Under Nana Dodon Akufo-Addo in 2016, the former chairman, Paul Afoko. Paul Afoko was fired. Comrade Jepo was fired 1 year to election. The party survived. Party survived. So if you are saying national executive that you are the one creating the problem. If you are in charge of the party, you don't even let Wanta come. Things have happened in the NDC. Look, even the NDC, and again, I'm not talking about NPP alone. NDC, we lost. I mean, we had the issues with Guzitano in the past. We had Joshua Ali issues. We had issues. But I'm saying that the parties are strong. We had Francis SCM issues, or Samoa issues. What are you talking about here? If you have leaders in charge of the political party, if you have actual leaders in charge of the political party who don't want to just relinquish quickly in the name of look. This one, let me tell you something, Prof. One of the reasons why the Alan thing didn't affect MPP was because it was so close to the election. If Alan have gone out 3 years to elections, earlier, it would have been dangerous. If let's say God forbid,
no matter problem where an MPP for facing, MPP again to me MPP. And the executives have no business rushing for early.
No, not at all. Otherwise, they are creating their own problem. Because you see, Prof, now, God forbid, let's say Kennedy Japan wins. Bawumia has 3 years to take a decision. Let's say Bawumia wins. Kennedy Japan has 3 years to take a decision. Massa, 3 years is a lot.
To take a decision to what? To support or not to support?
If you are what you are saying. As in, 3 years
to do damage against you.
3 years to start a new political party. 3 years to go independent. Alan couldn't register a political party before. Alan went independent.
No, Ali, come with the new thing in Bemwaya. And Mr. Jerry to Oboni Chinko. Say if you can form another party, especially on him say, but Alan, they are almost so much United Party, almost so market time, a try opportunity.
I feel more to you because they didn't have that time. So I'm saying to you, this, look, if you are, sometimes that is the problem in Ghana. Sometimes we are in a hurry to buy plaster, band-aid, to put on a chrono, instead of trying to deal with the crow. If there is problem, deal with the problem. You see, what I'm saying to you, Prof, is that by now, let Michael Quay and his team of executive, Council of Elders, sit down and have conversation with the candidates and make sure that you dilute the tension. Don't be in a hurry. And go through everything. Let Kennedy Japan, let Bawumia, let everybody spend their hard-earned currency or to sponsor their candidates for the polling station executives, constituency executives, the regional, national. Let them put their people in place. Let them put their people in place. When they finish putting them in place, let them then get elected. But now, because they don't want to take responsibility for their actions, look, and again, you can see, even the thing that they have done, if you have seen that the party who passed Roper under Kufuor, did you see what they did to proxy vote?
Yeah, almost someone per proxy vote.
The party that passed Roper.
Yes.
You see, so they are in a hurry to just destroy themselves. They are taking bad decisions. And you see, and for some of us, and again, maybe Jerry Kennedy, they may not agree with me, which is fine. But there is this school of thought that believes that a lot of the foreigners kind of lined with Kennedy Japan. Even though Kennedy Japan didn't get angry with the decision, or his people didn't get angry with the decision, I hope. But because of that, look, ask yourself, say, why is it that, what is the thing? And by the way, the guy in charge of MEP's legal, the national office, said that the last election that they did, they had only 78 proxy votes. How big is 78 that you have to be in a hurry to cancel it? How big is 78? And so the whole point is you see that there is a strong attempt to be in a hurry, and they are making bad decisions along the line. So for me, Prof, what I'm saying to you is that they could have taken them time. It doesn't matter whether the party is breaking down. It doesn't matter what they are doing. Put the structures in place well. This one, you know what they are trying to do? They are trying to build the roof before they come and build the foundation. We don't do that. You take the time to build the party up.
Prof, I think over Jerry, stand by me also because this one here from Thursday not to a union. These are your issues.
Obia uni side ne de ya wo kan and tasomu na ni executive don person mo yere say onon person mo yi presidential candidate no more money enough time to form his own campaign team. Executive for they will have nothing to do. Say last elections no Osha senior amount for the nana do weakness a better about Huyamano, Bawumia yin and Babia ye. This time they Oba as a clean sheet. Oba as what? As a clean candidate.
That is if he wins. When you win it,
yes.
We are not addressing issues. We are not addressing issues I can raise, or say more issues are. And yet likely say bet to me a good MPP. Because no, okay, also I'm free party, MPP and good. And some kaka see bebre atomu crab President Kufuor time 70 engu. So there's no way MPP as the biggest opposition party ebegu. And you say they are not was MPP for you and say build a party ne form structure systems near there yet before you come to national because I said the way Bawumia can camp no. And national executives one of this thing. And of course Prof addresses our issue no. And Bawumia has not won. So MPP any candidate for now.
Yeah, me come on at and say MPP for almost started a reorganized grassroots no. Me frefie no mudi nkomo. Yeah, say almost started from the grassroots and almost ehihia niam nyina aba. Enti ne wo kasa executive for person won jana ko ene de anya no koreda. Oh, say
Once the primaries is going on,
I don't think
Yes.
Prof knows what is constituency executives, regional executives, and I don't think he knows what we're talking about. We're not talking about grassroots. You don't know, Prof. You don't know.
They declare a mass for one or this candidate. Intermediate, I say, near me person, come on, say a man for no home. MPP for supporters or man to abano. About 80 to 90% or more no home. So who say, sir, and your mamma can't tell me and the for country, say, Sabi, not a tro, and a or more be the actual homo. It says, one more no home. And I'm telling you, sir, whoever emerges as the flag bearer for MPP, no, he's going to floor you. More majority in parliament, you can do whatever you want. But when the people speak, you will see, sir, Muni Babijina.
Okay.
And they say, MPP for candidates, you know, woman in him so be obenya kwabano or opportunity to lead the nation. And to the any no. Fa, yes, you the MPP for so home fa number 2028, the basic Ghana. Okay. They say, any parira hope. Ni parira ho papa. En person me can be biama a jaman for area ho. But ni parira ho Christmas is one body the same. En ko kwanketin kiti wo munya nyini yo. En o mo kumbiare.
So mo entry abon san ko kwanketin no. Yeah, address the issues we.
October wo munya nyini en ya kumbiare. But yens ye wo Ghana na afeso ankoko na ne de gi ani. So ho. Enti mo de montina ho na yehwe say Kennedy yana sometime ne buhan kakra but wo hu say eno mfa so bi enu mfa muman ena Bawumia so hu say wo no a ena manfo hwe no nti on so wato ne bo wo ye ne campaign on de oman ye fakra ne say wo so sini na yire nso aso sini wo so sini na yire nso aso sini ade afa ba Ghana on nti mo de wonto mo boate ye ba ye ne hie ama mo hu say yes ye nim ye.
Okay, yo, Prof. More than 8 years old. Into many years, I don't know where it's coming from. But so far, my person addressing issues now. Eli Kemi raising very important issue about the strength of meaning someone can raise that. Yanko say issue no say national executives need decide say Yanko Congress. And sani abe regional constituency first saying polling station. This is for the friend word polling station here. Then was a wrong move. Say enokrani ade starting say wiki party na man tokwa we nyina between Ken and Bawumia starting. What do you say?
Yo, if you are with a big kwame sempa. Ne di kama mi chia tie for ne arefo. Eleka mi chia ba Stephia say Eleka ma raise very good point. And asem we said the odi kan maka and then your first time. Me minim no say Abrabo ye bo bra o starting free from na wa bo bra na basoro ye more brand free throw farmer for just like say we see dying. You build a foundation to have a good solid ground in the foundation before you build a structure. Now ultimately because all started structure and they are former basic foundation and that's the same thing me candidate be said sir measures now you penny for no fast no wrong. Now more party no. Why they did that to favor one candidate. Send a beya other candidate no munya chance because if you are delegated to about previous election or previous primaries ye Bawumia no. Now they know say ye early Congress ni omo position and say ambamua. Those new delegates be elected definitely they are going to vote against Bawumia. It is now what do we do? Let's maintain the old delegates so that we'll be able to elect Bawumia. Now, you know Bawumia as an early candidate. Now, Bawumia beba the catcher say, oh, moi mumpema semina, you meet me no nyajuma, we meet me no nyajuma, we meet me no. It at the end of the day, no masaline Alan Crawford, Ken Crawford, whoever was contesting with Bawumia, Crawford in other side. Now, if I be a solid Bawumia base, a free or yet to your can be them. And so on the Yamiano. Yeah, Acheampong was saying, you also done it. At 10, it's right now they wish they will go back to restructure the whole thing again, but which is not going to work. I ain't too late. It is a say no. I said here, who do say Diana Buaka sim, Utu Amoja 1 2 so a brow. It be na there's almost 2 Amoja best you know Muslim tata. And then
what I say the objective no was say be undermine Canada Japan vote into no much that I say no.
Yeah, exactly.
But and yeah, no now cause tension between Bawumia company but a Ken camp no.
No.
Okay.
If you can camp and Bawumia company there, tension now cause here. Yeah, funny say. Met my you so bit to say abroad here.
Okay.
As a test case. Say as a leader, yeah, you candidate who di group and him say yeah, can with the team, who team. Na say who obi ojina or kasama ojina platform so no di other candidate atema. Na say who timi me condemn. We see say you are behind it. It in the can soon Crawford bears on very retaliate, but yeah side no my one is a mobi and could you be at them. As a matter of fact, we are setting good example, baby. Away. When they started from there too, Obi to say Kwakuana, there's Kwakuana Kokamba, Bawumia early primaries. Right away, our man warning. Kwakuana and third time of in a different human. Also, no, I don't want to go.
Rather was protecting Bawumia no Kwakuana no.
Exactly, because that Ken doesn't want that insult politics. Say, you condemn Obi to make me whitewash me. I don't want that. Yan con fair contest. Me winning, I'm a winning, but we are winning. It you know, on my one. Just last time, Alestete, to me as a he came out to condemn Alestete. Say, you can't say that. And now, when Kokasa wona Omia good trip, no. You cannot follow me and as a be my follower to use those Reddits.
Okay, but once he has to say they can assassin. But people are also saying, say, oh no, they attempt the in politics by you.
Oh, if you are saying, can't fight him the day in politics be my politics are ye. You can't enter start here. Rollins would almost the attempt to boss to throw you now. And you know, you can't and you deal with politics, my candidate started. And I attempt the day no more can if you have been saying. Can you be at them? Who says here, your friend will be beside there? Who say can't do attempt? Name one person I can't do attempt individually. Name one to me. I'll be I was who be a hawker. Ken was defending NPP on national platforms. Say be a NDC for ya there now. Of course, not from non Tiasia. He go and see the Oman Commerce Sante, and I say Kabamu. No, I could defend it. And sometimes we all know how he expressed himself. Or no, Obia Samehana, he wants to come out and say it. That doesn't mean so bad, baby, Obiate. Man, who's on Okase, way Adwoa, way a Passia, way a argument. And all the time, you know, people misconstrue you. Your confidence as an arrogant. And only a problem I got now. Last time I fear me, my scenario said, I brought you a chromo IET. Say, Obako school, young fan free Ghana Kolako school, na say, Akoladi, your school that be your teacher Casano, Obia friend and no cock. Uwana teacher for na friend parents, Obey do Guadio, on Pecas, Akoladi, or veteran class are quiet. Yes, it's Akoladi, papa. In American system, Akola Enko school not transit D no Pekasa. School board of director will call the parents and ask you, say, what's wrong with your child? One, is he traumatized? And now be Hano. We build confidence.
Okay. And confidence
exactly. Okay. And he can in all his life, no matter what I said, the grown-up adult life, he live here in the United States. And as confidence as he is, they take that as arrogant. I don't think Ghana or the Ghanaian problem or face it. But the man is not arrogant. You have to get close to him to know, said, no. As some papa can, me fan concern yen na me son was a to asuma and I said to asuma. One,
but say back to attaching anyway, fire, any idea.
If you Jerry can request, almost what come
Eric, come on me.
Almost what come on Faka.
Yeah, Obi can send him message say boss na e kan
Jerry, is it Ghana hair?
And then Eric come castle.
Oh no, that means it's from you.
Oh yes, they are telling casa pa. But me Jerry me casa ote.
I'll make stuff you make but me
Because me so me telling casa loud and very clear. He's loud and clear.
Jerry want to be car. Okay,
Bawumia Crawford na unmute to me. I'm better.
But I can patch your casa.
Jerry want to be car.
Because Jerry, also any can person what you say. Say the word malafaka, excuse my French. You say boss can na deba politics more status or through man in Crawford. Obi Acheampong sign for sending message say boss, why you President Muhammad? In fact, media mechanic Charlotte said the say Charlotte say position ya we easy no cry yi. Best brano ko boy. That's one later. Or be patch when a man pressure say more on casa no. Or no be patch. But he said it. It is argument people say the boss ndidi atema oboa. Boss na jitum say first no kasa man try. And then there was almost be antregano. Say he's very matured.
Let's accept that. But basically now I can say Obi to say President Mahama, His Excellency, can Abba Abonte how many times to apologize to him?
Okay.
He has come on boldly more than 3 times. Alekem is my witness. Just recent interview on UTV, he repeated himself. Or say he will apologize to Mama until say Mama will accept it finally. Because when who says I don't know all Yabwa the party no, he has realized that at the end of the day, they tag him say Bonia Odi. And since the days of Moses, you know 10 commandments, you know. You until you mad the 11th commandment. In Tunisia, you mad the 10 sins of Canada, Japan there. All for one in account member 11 commandments. It is the 10 sins, you know, or he keep that 10 sins instead of 11 sins. It is not going to attack anybody. Oh no, can say. And this is for the after the attacking the sort of crowd or end this mama no end this informant or no more information. Look at all this. You compete to be pet. Yes, okay, now come information. Ridiculous.
Okay.
You know.
I remember video where people are saying so be a here to cat. Stika de oye tintin kesi ankenye hete vimwa stika de support Canada Japan no. Everybody needs a sticker in his campaign. I know vim ketwa. Yes what no ba reply attaching engineer ye ba alikem manguza.
If you are sticker nanka onya politician I am pretty sure say he would have been in Hollywood by now.
I'm telling you. Oh, yeah,
acting party sticker is number 1. What can you hey, sticker.
Oh, well, it came.
Do you remember said sticker before Papa no original radio so no mama. Hey, I don't believe you
were genuinely crying though.
When they came to power, did you remember what the kind of things, the kind of nonsense sticker said to Ghana people? And at some point, you know, I'll say, I think, yeah, that is sticker for you. This guy can act, eh? And you see, when they came to power, the kind of things that they will say, he said there, and then you see right now, look at sticker worshiping God. Hey, if in campaign as some boy nyum keke, that's sticker about God. I can't then I can't for. he would have hit his head on the ground.
So are you saying that the guy is not genuinely in Canada, Japan? Because I think he's genuine.
No. No. The guy is in Canada, Japan's camp. I'm just saying that he is an actor. And by the way, Stika is one of the most intelligent human beings in the MPP. Fact. That is a fact. He's a very intelligent guy. But the only thing is that the drama, no already say drama na kakra. No, the drama no it's just he can withdraw the drama, just talk your facts and just go. He's a very intelligent guy, and I respect him so much. But you see, those are some of the things that people play. Back to the MPP, like things like this. You are in a political place, Charlie. Hey, and you can even see the glory, not just because. I was like,
oh, because young boys see, I think that boys see. I mean, say, Jama, no, they know what Jim.
That is what, and I make when you are talking about a beautiful Hollywood actor, you see, when you get here, you can be able to adapt and be able to act like them. When you get here, you should be able to adapt and act like them. Stika, if you take Stika to Wulomo, he will worship Pepe like that. When you take him to Juju place, he will be like that. And when you take him to the mosque, Stika will pray in the mosque right now. I love Stika. He will speak to you in Arabic. Like Stika is, I have faith in Stika. I have faith in Stika. The thing is that look, the funny thing about Prof, is
about this Bawumia camp, and is he expected this way come away because over the last week it's gone to another level where Adwoa Safo Adwoa Bawumia Canada Japan say Mobi anto aba Mobi odidi matem Mobi anto aba mo because ono Ken ba anto aba man and the Ken Bawumia team na say release attaching and now pay more fire on first Canada Japan camp. In the past, said omo kana also been pass by fire Bawumia camp. Did you expect this kind of hardcore Unibiana? Is it the same as Funka Games and are different?
If you let me tell you something, it is very, very unfortunate that Bawumia's camp themselves, they have created their own problem, just like the MPP. You see, the people in the leadership of the MPP today are the ones who are elected Bawumia. So the thinking is the same. The thinking is the same. And that is what Jerry said earlier. Jerry Karcher will say, these same people voted for Bawumia in the past. So the orchestration is that let us get these same people to vote for him again. The thinking is the same. Yeah? If I ask you, do you know that an average person who may not be a Ghanaian, if you ask him, the person say, how many people are running in the MPP elections primary? You know, they will say only 2 people.
Yeah.
You know that. You know why? Because Bawumia's team have given credence to Kennedy Japan. They themselves have lifted. They lifted him up. They lifted him up because you see, if he was not a co-equal, if he was not a big deal, you wouldn't talk about him. The people who are not big deals, you hear about Bawumia come talking about them. They don't talk about anybody else. So, and you see, mark my words, if you know, 2024, you and I, we had these conversations here. And everything that I said about the NDC came to pass. And what is happening right now is also coming to pass. Here, if Bawumia should win the next primaries, if Bawumia wins the next primaries, it will take a miracle for Bawumia to win the next primaries. Because, you see, what his people are doing, if Bawumia has any level of intelligence left, he should call everybody to book. Look, don't ignore if forgive my language, Jerry, if they have anything to say here, they should ignore Canada Japan. Stop talking up. Don't mention his name, crap. If they go anywhere, they ask about Canada Japan. At least pretend as if it doesn't exist. Who are you talking about? And if you have anything sensible to say it to the people of Ghana. Did you see the video I posted when Bawumia was saying that when they come to power, they will have this thing and only MPP people will get work? Somebody should advise him. That? Oh, it's on my phone. I can send it to you. Let me see. And then I wrote there, say, who is advising this guy? That is the kind of thing. When you remember when the national elections, when Bawumia gets 10 votes, Napo will go and destroy 7. Now what they are doing is that some of the few sensible people in Bawumia's camp, when they go and bring 10 votes, Bawumia himself and some of the leaders of Bawumia camp, they will go and throw away 15.
Vote by attacking Canada Japan.
Absolutely. You don't have to say anything to him. If you look, but after today, have you heard any policy thing that Bawumia have said? Have you heard anything that he has said today?
No.
But you have
Bawumia campaign. So can digitization, can job creation, can
it is possible. It is possible.
What about first and funding for party grassroots for executive?
If you are going for national elections, this is, you see, the only thing you were able to say is funding for national executive, which you and I know he won't do. You and I know he won't take Ghana money to fund the party executives. You and I know that.
The parties can't also the bay.
The party knows that's the party work. So I'm saying to you, sir, they don't seem to have anything to say. By now, if the same Bawumia who asked Mr. Atta 170 questions cannot ask any question. He is not saying anything sensible. And like Kennedy Acheampong said, even national elections, they were just digitalization. You see what you did right now? We are talking about a former vice president. We are talking about a guy who worked in the Bank of Ghana. So the only thing that you can say about him is digitalization. And again, you and I know, we've proven to the people of Ghana, said, Bawumia didn't start anything digitalization. You saw the video of which he himself admitted. And again, if you don't have, I will send it to you. And it is there. It is online. He himself admitted, say, that mobile ultra interoperability, no, MPP, NDC phone is starting yet. That's kind of what that. He said it on Kwame Sefaka's program. And you know, he didn't do anything new, but then he tried to coin these words and confuse people like Prof. And then they got excited. Unfortunately, the people of Ghana saw through the noise. You see, the people of Ghana, you can't take them for granted. If Bawumia's team doesn't have anything to say, if they have anything to say, they would have been talking by now. Look, proposal. Have you heard how many ministers Bawumia said he is going to rule the country with? Have you heard how many regions he is saying that he may create or may not create? Have you heard how many hospitals he said he will build? Have you heard how many schools he said?
When he was flag bearer for MPP, he did.
I'm talking about now. Now
I haven't heard. But first,
I'm asking. I'm talking about President of Ghana. Who's he coming from? If you're Jai, sir. Man, yes, sir. I'm talking about correct. You can't correct affairs. I will say. Prof to boss. The thing, Prof. I said about Babakan. Would the move? The Babakan said, "Would the move? To boss. You can't. Pen for Prof. Pen the paper for pen the paper. Natural. There's some make.
Money Orlando, and really can patch Orlando. No problem, bra.
See, Bawumia's people. There are 5 candidates. In fact, one of the first people to attack Bawumia was Bryan Acheampong. For some reason, the Bawumia team, they're not attacking him. And you see Bryan Acheampong is slowly going down. He's vanishing. And
why?
Because
they know he can discipline the ordinary Ghanaian out there. If you do your banu or muhua, question. And the point is not about, it's about leader or respecting women. Kennedy Acheampong respecting women than any politician in this country.
Okay.
It's vice versa. No Bema Utimi Eyini Bottom Sika Etimi to a whole mansion worth about $800,000. They man baby madano. Or no muma. Now why ne buma? Me busa question. Why ne buma? Why or no muma? Why ne buma? It is that kind of flimsy amamfobi yusu ede kansam etiano na Kennedy omuma na wan ni ade no e ma no na ye campaign ene ukukwa ye nti kroma ena Dr. Bawumia beka che Ghana fo nyina se wachi di no aloko no edi ki na ma IGP in leadership mamicho in art of leadership credibility and honesty. It's very key. That is where we are.
We cannot say our morality too.
MPs ni ministers omo Ghana how mon ka motherfucker. Why na etima yiri sika $6 million akosi cardiothoracic center ama Ghana for amanfo ewu. So ka motherfucker no betimi ama Ghana economy aye ya. Hell no, he should say the motherfucker, and we want a motherfucker president in Ghana. We want it. So come motherfucker, no betime create jobs for millions of Gen Zs out there. Or become motherfucker. That is what the Americans did. Donald Trump got to watch out or come motherfucker, and Americans love him. Who person so ni nyansa cha America for? Kennedy Acheampong come motherfucker okoma. Say me politician na since independent. Ebesi ne wetima yiri sika $6 million. Akwa sika cardiothoracic center. Baby akoma nipa akoma say ya yetimi ye niye ono ade sika akwa sibia ma 37. How many politicians omo nka motherfucker da ejima mo akotene ubehunu say sa nioma wei ena esisudua for the first time no election e koto ye na nyoma bebre sisi ya na party no enkoso nti no etwa manager but for the first time e koto aba the whole system the presidency, the ministers of states, like you're saying, the DCs, the security apparatus were all supporting one candidate. And you saw what happened after the results. System rising against Kerejapo. He was able to garner 37%. Yeah. That is a very significant move for any person, Biana, Oba, for the first time, Oba, into such a competitive elections. Now what in Ghana, no a lot of but this time round, Nipa no I didn't call here for 2024 elections. I didn't call and Yoma Bebre abededi PM ama Ghana for MPP delegates in a say no Ukrainian ye to no Ukrainian been saying said for the first time in history. MPP ye ceremony for the first time. Say they know bedi osun kokroko amanyoku anim near the nako elections. For the first time. Dr. Bawumia na be catch so no ofisrem enti no say de ne ba no ba bedi party anymore. Obetwi vote wo sirem nyina de ama MPP amanyoku. Na watumi ayeden enya na afi no MPP ya consolidate ye base ewo Ashanti region and other parts of the country near the account. For the first time unprecedented. Northern candidate Otiase performed so badly in the north than any MPP presidential candidate in the history of our party. The performance, not even Professor Albert Dubois, not even J. Kufuor or Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. For the first time, we share the records all the 6 northern regions in all the 6 northern regions in Dr. Bawumia Lusu we check it the records now encouraging say MPP amanyuku yesa de ne because Akufo-Addo ekonoja a base a base of votes northern region 1 2 3 4 5 6 northern regions northern region, northeast, savannah, upper east, upper west, and I'm going to give you the statistics because Dr. Bawumia na any contest will believe you in data.
Okay, so this data, is it from the Electoral Commission
of course,
or from the party?
Of course, Electoral Commission. Yeah,
okay.
And I'm a
okay.
Now, Akufo-Addo konoja total vote in the northern region is moment if you do no ceremony.
Okay.
904,888 votes, total votes, and ujamaye. And let me break it down for you.
Okay.
We know there might me emphasize it clearly, and he said, Dr. Bawumia, a ceremony. Tia the vote to Akufo-Addo ya Akufo-Addo ya kani. Near dia compare Dr. Bawumia ni vote to unyai. Until the tier for any good screen so no way obi na ekobo ni sire mwaka. Northern region Akufo-Addo in 2020
votes. Okay.
Till 2020 onya northern region onya 409,963 votes. 2020 Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo 2020 abatwa ekoto ye e sire moment fido northern region. Dr. Bawumia oye ceremony no yakoto aba in 2024 no onya 370,828 MPP Yelusu 39,000 votes 135 northern region alone. Onye ceremony Akufo-Addo nye ceremony Dr. Bawumia ye northerner. For the first time MPP did not call Yamra northeast on one home region or appreciate ye ono onya Akufo-Addo nya 122,742,000 na Dr. Bawumia nya 134,800 or upon by 12,000 votes on one home region which is northeast Yamra Savannah. Savannah region Akufo-Addo eja 80,605. Dr. Bawumia ebejina 2024 onya 56,774 ye vote no so te 23,831 Sremunio
Upper East
Akufo-Addo nya 170,340 Dr. Bawumia ekojina ya onu no ye Sremuni no onya 106,700 MPP vote to 63,640. These are the data. Data na me de ma because papa na yede ne competition o believe in data. The manu data. Nyama delegacy na hu baby a free ayeba any baby aye kro. Me we adama projections why argument omo yese na Akufo ko mienu Akufo-Addo ko miensa. All the data I'll give you and you will know say anytime be a presidential candidate be a contest for MPP their vote appreciate. That is why they were given an opportunity. To them we na memra so upper west region. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo eja 120,230. Dr. Bawumia upper west onya 89,906. MPP ye vote so ewo upper west region eso te 31,324. Tu kani nyina bomwa fellow delegates. Ukani nyina bomwa. Akufo-Addo ko jaye 904,880. Ena Dr. Bawumia oye Sremuni o say oye Sremuni for the first time I did Sremuni ko elections. Ni adina ko jina ne Sremu mantifi don. Vote unya 758,008. Ni vote no Akufo-Addo jaye no. Dr. Bawumia beti su say 146,872. Na sebi yo kotwa epieto. Ye kotwa edua o wanzam fie. Na ye nya edua ye pieto ka ho.
The first attempt
For the northerner. A northerner. Akufo-Addo first attempt, when you check the statistics, he didn't lose this miserable votes for the MPP. When you check Professor Dubois J. Akufo in the northern region, for the want of a time, Tina Mejanisan.
And you believe, say, here Canada, Japan have what it takes to win the votes in the northern region?
Yes, the way be done here, then a benchmark. And that is the benchmark. If Canada, Japan was given the opportunity to go into an election and come perform abysmal like this, using President Akufo-Addo's benchmark on ya Kenny. Yadi Dr. Bawumia asemo obeka ni yadi adwuma. What you say? We had the total election a year Akufo-Addo in 2020. Akufo-Addo left a base, MPP political base. Untimin ko election a unkura a base. Akufo-Addo elivu 6.7 million votes in 2020. That time Dr. Bawumia no say na CD no one a lawyer one the one Akufo-Addo anye cabinet reshuffle bia at that time. Now you problems with Bryan Acheampong, but Akufo-Addo went into an election in 2020 and won the election by 6.7 million votes. 6.7 million
votes, yeah.
Dr. Bawumia call 2024. You didn't call with all the MPP. Any Numa no. Dr. Bawumia call no. Onya 4.7 million votes. MPP votes also take 2.1 million.
Okay.
And what is the guarantee say? Dear partner say Ghana for per his argument, you know. Dr. Bawumia na ne says he man another chance. No to be back. If President Mahama, if President Mahama lose 1 million votes in 2016, right?
Yes.
It's taking 8 years. And Sana to me back.
Abe winning
elections. Now Dr. Bawumia will lose 2.1 million votes. It may take 16 years to come back to power. Is that what he's telling us? No, we are finding X. And that is the X. That is the argument. Because Mahama is even popular than Dr. Bawumia when it comes to Ghanaian politics. Because Mahama, baby, started here, he has been a minister, assemblyman, minister of state from there the ababedi deputy minister the ababedi vice president na so no oko election no lose by 1 million votes no the 8 years in the team winning power. Dr. Bawumia is trying to tell us no obi peke no de be na running mate no ya dwuma Bank of Ghana no oba ye no obey running mate for 8 years obey vice president no onu betimi de 2 million votes no obetimi de 1 year obetimi de 4 years ya and manu ya to restore MPP 2.1 million votes.
Now
that is logically that is logically illogical. It's not possible. It means that MPP delegates mo pese ye tina fie 16 years dia and ye mum koto abama Dr. Bawumia. That is the logic here. And these are the data that I've given you.
Reports. Okay.
And no nancheno.
For want of time,
me pese say me yo mrekakra. Yo mrekakra nyabutre. Debi yo mrekakra misro nyabutre ma me pa. Me do kono manu mako. Me ka asem no me ka mre o so.
In a minute.
Well mami time ground one man be 1 hour meet me dia kasa.
20 minutes.
20 minutes pe na me ko. Debi adenti.
20 minutes.
Sano kan o ka chose 20 minutes.
Sami na me moderate.
Okay. At 20 minutes ko yanim.
Oh see.
Anaze ni ye jai.
Ye to aso de
kasa. Enti. Say ye ko yanim no. Dr. Bawumia. For the first time. Osi oye zongoni. Oye muslimini. Tiemfa ne mra.
Okay.
Ye de ne ba. Obetwin kramofo no vote ni nyina de amaye. Na MPP yatima koyenim ni ya eden ya appreciate your votes na appreciate ono na koka ko gina kramofo so dem no koka asasem tie nyina yenya confidence say look this dynamics is going to work for us just like the northern vote otiase for the first time in history yakoto aba kremoni ye presidential candidate yakwa we lose all the zongo communities and I'm daring anybody na no na ye Bryan Acheampong ka wanka ne ye all the Zongo communities are what Ghana in our Lusu apart from Winneba Zongo. Oh, he lost everywhere. Every Zongo community in Ghana. For the first time, I had to aba president created Zongo ministry and Zongo community for the first time. For the first time, I had a Muslim vice president. Honestly, say he was given the opportunity to do everything. For the first time, you lose all the Zongo communities in Ghana. And these are the data. These are the facts.
Don't you think it's a punishment and Ghana for they punishing NPP? No. Not because they did not want Dr. Bawumia, but no more appreciating the government.
Punishment and Ghana for no 2008 President Akufo-Addo. Satama omo fatigued, omo sorry for MPP abaying. Akufo-Addo won the first round, 49.something%. But your call second round of time, we lost it, and you saw that there was punishment there. That okay, the fatigue system that appreciate. For time 1996, it happened like that, and then 2000 he came and won because Ghana for no me fed up with NDC. Kufuor won that election, but we share the trajectory now. Who say vote to no? Me appreciate kakra. So incumbent to be lose and yet that abysmal performance like this, where we have 47 something million votes or something now they are so MPP yakwa 48.something% out of the and so tier about 41%, which is totally unacceptable. And nyoma a course basically on the statistics in favor Dr. Bawumia in any way in favor no. When you look at the statistics,
okay.
Now Baba be zero in. What you say? Who shared the Zongo community? He lost everywhere. Now who grants the northern region, baby, Otiminya zero. You have about 32 polling stations here, Dr. Bawumia, and you zero. These are the results here. What you say? Ebi na mbebo bacho meba
nipa na wo ton no now let's move
yes I know na make
na yenton ye Kennedy akompreko Japan
but yes the deficits I know na make to say it doesn't matter my dear
you've proven
idea ye key and fundamental Kennedy ye beba so nyabote wo me 5 minutes kwa na Kennedy the message is so comprehensive. Ghanaians know who he is. Ghana are looking for a leader. What you say? Or walk the talk. Leader or seer or bayo. Say how the Kennedy jina. na di Dr. Bawumia jina na omumu ba ko kase obema milk etime bie free Ghana pipe mu aba Ghana for beji Kennedy edi ejab Dr. Bawumia
ade
yenti kroma ena Dr. Bawumia be ka che Ghana fo nyina se wachi sidi no aloko no edi ki na ma IGP in leadership mama sure in art of leadership credibility and honesty is very key in leadership. Why do you think Americans, do you think they are so dumb to go and vote for Donald Trump? They know he's too predictable. They know this man say mema udria. He will protect Americans' frontiers and they believe in him. This man will deal with anybody around him if you mess up. He will be straight with you. Yeah, can't we are saying no. That man for society, no, you're part of Africa. No, who can't now you straightforward that people don't like you, but you are the right person. Because Sabio and once nebi wa home we are to be Danny Buja Wanajo. Sancroform, one show me young home ye. But be a better when him no can no clear natural. Said this is the truth. Don't care who asks is God. At the end of the day, no, a bebuama Ghana itimia konkain. Ghana has been starved with that kind of leadership for a long time. And now, young men and women, now more Gen Z, some 18 years to 32 years, they are looking for a leader or you're honest, a leader or you're bold, a leader or kase china mebu bukumasi kwame nkrumah circle na mesi nfofra obi anyi na chine because they know he's a daring leader. That kind of leader ni bi and a Ghana for we ni say that kind of a leader sabio cha otise and the Japan ye president ne e wo Ghana ha wo kura wonim say police ni je bribe obe luku ni shoulders meboa police ni to kroma na oje bribe not say Kennedy Japan a president of Ghana. They will look well before they do whatever they want to do. Discipline. Because the perception is that this guy will not be a minister under his watch. Na ya mawa juma se minister of lands and natural resources. No be too galam say any legal mining, illegal mining. Na kene Japan ye president that ye di so janini and kofa kungura mo se mo ko pam galam so na oya krona udi agora. He would deal with anybody.
But despite all these qualities that when you team believing in him, now we did so bet me lead Ghana, ma Ghana better no. There are some utterances I want make here ma man for AU so against no they think
utterance
now no me share one bibi coca or we say odidiatem.
Me say utterance one be specific.
Me share Acheampong. I know I can say or you should the F word anyhow. Somebody like that or cancel a Ghana is
F word no F word any be there. America, the greatest democracy in the world. Wanna come motherfucker change Donald Trump. We should be serious.
This is Ghana.
Listen, this is Ghana. That's why we are where we are. That is where we are where we are.
We cannot say our morality too.
Tie mami kasa mchiro. MPs ni ministers omo Ghana ha omo nka motherfucker. Why na etime yiri sika $6 million akosi cardiothoracic center ama Ghana for amanfo ewu. So come motherfucker. No betimi ama Ghana economy aye ya. Hell no, he should say the motherfucker. And we want a motherfucker president in Ghana. We want it. So come motherfucker, no betimi create jobs for millions of Gen Zs out there. Or become motherfucker. That is what the Americans did. Donald Trump got wise out or come motherfucker. And Americans love him. Who person chase on him such America for? Kennedy Japan come motherfucker Okoma. Say me politician now since independent. Ebesi ne what me yini sika $6 million. Akwa sika thoracic center. Baby akuma nipa akuma say ya yetimi ye niye ono adi sika akwa sibia ma 37. How many politicians omo come motherfucker that yetimi yes adiem? Omo kaso come motherfucker. And they do that. Where do they use their money for? They should come and tell me.
Okay.
We're creating jobs. The biggest steel factory in this country. West Africa, the whole West Africa.
Would you like to respond to the baby mama? And I say, Omuma.
Meba, just a few minutes. I'm fine and did this.
All right.
So, how many leaders, political leaders, no Ghana ha, or what me achieve the feat of Kennedy Japan? the philanthropical jobs are why and nyoma why the biggest cold stores in West Africa or media any ade obiti say o boss kwakutin adwuma wo ye businessmen like him wakase na nizu ade hu so ba businessmen like kwakutin should be given the opportunity to make money to create jobs for the ordinary people. Ya try lawyer for, ya try economy ba ko kra de ye ne ko akansie de ono oba o ka che se obe pimpam economy na economy ni nyina ye ewi ase na dollar ni di mirika se Usain Bolt no adwane akoshe digital ase e ho no ko kan digital asem eti no Ghanaians want jobs and then mabunu hwe the brain drain majority of the youth from free university ben nyina obi apadwuma yo Akufuado the free SHS by. We want to continue from there and create an enabling environment. Joblessness should be a thing of the past. Kennedy has the links and he's the only one who can create the opportunity for the ordinary people. As for